This video is in continuation with the very first video based on statistics where we find the mean, median, mode of the ungrouped data. Here again, we would be dealing with ungrouped data only, but here the ungrouped data would be in the form of frequency table. How a frequency table looks like that you can consider by looking at this example. Why do we call this as the frequency table? The reason for calling this type of data as a frequency table is because if you look at the conditions given in the question, it's about class of 40 students. So class of 40 students. So in a way, this is the total frequency for us. Because this is a class of 40 students. So 40 students are the total data set values. The total values or the total data set is 40 because this is about 40 different students. So we can say that we have the total frequency of 40 students. Now this data has been categorized, or this data has been distributed in a frequency table with respect to the mistakes. Means if you may look at this particular column, this particular column means there were 8 such students, 8 students who made one mistake, one grammatical mistake. If you may focus on this column, this means there were 4 such students who made 5 mistakes. So this is what the actual interpretation of frequency table or the data distributed in a form of a frequency table. Why we have formed this frequency table? Just to save time. Otherwise, we would be having 40 different values to be dealt, and handling 40 different values, there are chances of having errors. So we have the data in the frequency table form. So always remember, whenever you see data in this form, it's a frequency table. So in this data set, f we represent by frequency and x we represent the data value. So data value means number of mistakes, and number of students would be the frequency making those particular number of mistakes. Now, the formula to find the mean, median, and mode for this type of data is mean. Let's start with mean first. For finding mean, whenever you have the data in the frequency table form, means formula is summation fx upon summation f. This, it's a Greek letter which we called as sigma, and sigma is used as summation. Summation, or you say sum of. Okay, so summation fx means you first multiply f and x and then you sum them up. So it's the summation thing. Upon, and then they are writing summation f. So summation f, it means sum of frequency. Sum of frequency, it's basically the total frequency, which in this case, it's 40 because this data distribution is about the 40 students. So sum of frequency here, summation f, that would be 40. Now to use this formula, to have the numerator form, it's summation fx. Summation fx means you keep on multiplying the f with their respective x to have the numerator form. So f into x means the first value would be 4 into 0. Second column is 1 and 8. So f is 8 and x is 1. So 8 into 1. And you keep on following the same practice for the rest of the values. So 12 into 2. plus 4 into 3 plus 6 into 4 plus 4 into 5 plus 2 into 6. So this makes up the numerator where we have summation fx. Summation fx means frequency multiplied by the x values. And then in denominator, it's summation f, which is the total frequency, which in this case is 40. So this represents summation f 40. You can directly use the calculator here to find the mean. So it would be 4 into 0 plus 8 into 1 plus 12 into 2 plus 4 into 3 plus 6 into 4 plus 4 into 5 plus 2 into 6. We are getting this as 100. Divide by total frequency 40. So 100 divided by 40, that gives us 2.5. So mean here is 2.5. Finding median. Now for finding median, like what we learned in case of the previous video, median is the middle position. So in case of the data in terms of frequency table, you have to find the column in which the middle value basically exists. Here we have 7 different columns going from 0 till 7, 0 till 6. So out of these 7 different columns, there would be one particular column in which our median value would be lying. So first what we have to do is, we have to find that in which particular column our median value is lying. After finding that particular column, we would pick the median value. Now to find that median column, we have the formula as median position or the median value is equals to summation f plus 1 upon 2th value. This would give us the position of the median value. Summation f, what we have is here is 40 because it's a class of 40 students. So using this formula, we'll get 40 plus 1 upon 2th value. So 40 plus 1 upon 2, that would give us 20.5. So it's 20.5th value, which would be representing the median class. So median position or median value, that will help us in finding the median class. What we'll do here is 20.5th value. You keep on adding the frequencies until you reach the frequency 20.5. So you keep on adding them. So 4 plus 8, that's a 12. 12 plus 12, that's a 24. We are interested in finding this 20.5th value. So obviously, up till the second column, means up till the number of mistakes being 1, there are only 12 students covered or 12 frequency covered. And this 20.5th value or the 20.5th position would be there in this third column. This third column for us is the median column. And in this median column, the value of x would be the median. So median here, it would be 2. So median in this case is 2. Last, we have to find the mode of the distribution. So mode of distribution. Uh, Mode was the value having the highest frequency or the most repeated value. So in case of the data being in frequency table form, it would be the column having the highest frequency representing the model class. So for finding the mode of the distribution, you first need to find the model class. And model class is the one which is having the highest frequency. So class having highest frequency. Okay. So looking at this data value, we have the frequencies 4, 8, 12, 4, 6, 4, 2. And out of all these frequencies, 12 is the highest frequency. So column having the highest frequency would be the model class for us. So this eventually would be the model class. And the value of x of the model class would be the mode. So mode in this case would be 2 only. So mode, it's 2. Some students mistakenly write frequency as the answer. No, it's not the highest frequency. It's the value of x representing the highest frequency. So mode in this case, it's 2. So this was about mean, median, and mode. Sometimes we get questions based on mean, median, mode where we have to complete certain table of values and then we go for the mean, median, and mode. Let me pick one example for this. Okay, so in case of this question, we have been given with the data of 25 different students who was given 8-question quiz on fractions. The following data provide the number of incorrect answer from each student. We have to copy and complete the frequency table. So this is a frequency table which we need to complete. So what we do is, for the number of incorrect answers, we'll keep on filling up the frequencies. For example, for the number of 0 incorrect answer, number of students were 4. How? You can see 1, 2, 3, 4. So there were 4 students who made 0 mistake. In the same way, we have to find the respective frequencies for all the number of incorrect answers. Now we look for uh, one incorrect answer. So one incorrect answer we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there were 8 students who gave one incorrect answer. Now we move for the 2 incorrect answers. So 2 incorrect answers, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 students who gave 2 incorrect answers. Now for 3 incorrect answers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 students gave 3 incorrect answers. Now 4. 1, 2, 2 only. 2 students gave incorrect answer. This is how we always complete the frequency table when we have the data given in the raw form. So Next, it's the same thing to be applied, part B. You have to find mean, median, and mode. So using this frequency table, we'll find the mean, median, and mode. So finding mean, it's going to be summation fx upon summation f. The summation fx means it's 0 into 4 plus 1 into 8 plus 2 into 4 plus 3 into 5 plus 4 into 2 plus 5 into 1 plus 6 into 1 whole divided by the total frequency. And the total frequency here, since it's about 25 different students, so 25 different students means it would be divided by 25. We just keep the same in mind that number of students there represents f and number of incorrect answers represents x. Okay, so using the calculator here, we can find this as 0 into 4 plus 8 into 1 plus 2 into 4 plus 3 into 5 plus 4 into 2 plus 5 into 1 plus 6 into 1. That gives us 50 upon 25. The mean comes out to be 2. Finding median, we have to pick the median class, and median class we have to find the median value, median position. Median position, it's summation f plus 1 upon 2th value. Summation f here it's 25 plus 1 upon 2th value. So summation f plus 1 is 25 plus 1 26. 26 upon 2 is the 13th value for us. Okay, so we'll do the same thing. We'll keep on adding the frequencies until we reach 13. So 4 plus 8, that's a 12. And 12 plus 4, that's a 16. The 13th value would be lying here. So this for us is the median class. And the value of x of the median class is the median for us. So median in this case, it would be 2. Last, we have to find mode. And for finding mode, we have to find the modal class. And modal class means class having the highest frequency. So 8 is the highest frequency. So this for us would be the modal class. And x value for this modal class is 1. The mode here, it would be 1. Okay, this was about frequency table. Let's pick one more tricky question here, and then we'll conclude this topic. Okay, unlike the previous set of questions, mean was supposed to be fine. And here, in case of this question, mean is unknown. Looking at this question, this is about in the survey that recorded number of times students of a secondary 2 class arrived late for school, the following data resulted. So that means 2 students arrived late 2 times, 0 times, 12 students arrived late 1 time, 6 students arrived late 2 times, and so on. In case of the first part, the question says if the mean of the distribution is 1 whole 13 upon 15, we have to find x. So for the first part, they have given us the mean and x, which is some number of students representing here. It's unknown, is to be found. So since it's about the frequency table, we have to use the formula of mean for frequency table. So mean here, that's summation fx upon summation f. Mean is given as 1 whole 13 upon 15. So if you may convert this into a fraction, it would give us 28 upon 15. So we are writing it directly, 28 upon 15. Summation fx, you keep on multiplying f and x. X, this is f for us, this is x for us. So fx means it should be 2 into 0 plus 12 into 1 plus 6 into 2 plus 8 into 3. Last, it's x into 4. This completes the numerator. And in the denominator, it's the total frequency. The total frequency, you keep on adding all the frequencies. So in the frequencies, we have 2 plus 12 plus 6 plus 8, and then this plus x. Okay, solving it, we get 28 upon 15 is equals to, solving the numerator, we get 12 plus 6 into 2 plus 8 into 3 plus x into 4, which would be 4x. It would be 48 plus 4x divided by, denominator would be 2 plus 12, that's 14, plus 6 is 20, plus 8 is 28. So 28 plus x. And now we'll follow the basics of algebra. We'll go for cross multiplication. So 28 into 28 plus x is equals to 15 into 48 plus 4x. 28 into 28, that would give us 784 plus 28x is equals to 15 into 48, that would give us 720. 15 into 4, that would give us 60. So simplifying it further, we'll get 60x minus 28x, 784 minus 720. So we'll get x as 784 minus 720, that's 64 upon 60 minus 28, that's 32. We get this as 2, where x is 2 here. That means there were 2 students who were late 4 times when the mean was 1 whole 13 upon 15. Part B. Part B is a bit tricky and you have to be very much focused about these types of questions. Part B, it says that the mode is 1, find the largest possible value of x. Mode is 1. Mode is 1 means this for us. Here, 1 is the mode. And mode technically represents to that class which is having the highest frequency. So that means 12 is the highest frequency for us. 12 is the highest frequency for us. So if 12 is the highest frequency, then it's a must thing that this x, it should be less than 12. It cannot be 12 even because a modal class is 1 only. So x cannot be even 12. X has to be less than 12. And if x has to be less than 12, so for all the values which are less than 12, we have to pick the largest possible. So less than 12 means x can be 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And 0 as well. There can be a possibility that will be 0 students making 4 mistakes. So out of all these values going from 11 till 1, the greatest possible value would be 11. So mode in this case, it's always 1 less than the highest frequency. 12 is the highest frequency representing the modal class. So so here x cannot be more than 11. So for part B, for second part B, the answer would be x is equals to 11. Part C. If the median is 2, find the largest possible value of x. The median they are saying is 2. We are done with the mode part. Let's look for the median. So median, they are saying it's 2. So obviously median would be representing the median class. And in median class, we have 6 different values. This for us is the median class. In median class, we have 6 different values. Now, on the left of the median class, what we can see, it's 2 plus 12. Already 14 values are there on the left. And on the right, that is 8 plus x. We have to find the largest possible value of x. And largest possible value of x is only possible when out of these 6 values, the 6th value, look, we have 6 different values, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. So if you have to pick the median, where you have to make x the greatest value. So out of these 6 different values, the median value, the median person should definitely be the 6th person. So this person or this value should be the middle value. And if this is the middle value, then other values on the left of this middle value are 5. These are 5 different values. So altogether, on the left of the middle value, we have 14 plus 5. So 14 plus 5 means on the left of the median value, we have 14 plus 5. So 14 plus 5 means 14 plus 5, that is 19. So that means eventually median would be the 20th value for us. So if median is the 20th value, then it's a must thing. Whatever there is in the middle, the same number of values or same number of distribution should be there on the left and the right. So on the left of this median value, we have 19 values. So same should be the case for the right side. Let me explain you here with the help of this diagram. This for us is 2, which is the 20th value for us. So it's a must thing. If 20th value is the middle value, then we have 19 values on the left of it. And if there are 19 values on the left, there should be 19 values on the right as well. So if there has to be 19 values on the right, so that means we on the right we can see 8 plus x. We have two different columns there, 8 plus x. So that means 8 plus x should be equals to 19. So the equation to be made here, it would be 8 plus x equals to 19. And x would be found as 19 minus 8, which is equals to 11. So x in this case, it's 11, because we were supposed to find the greatest possible value. So for greatest possible value, out of these 6 values, we have picked up the 6th value to be the median. And that helped us in finding x as 11. So this was all about mean median mode to be found when the data is in the frequency table form.